Hey there. Welcome to the latest edition of the Nato Digital Marketing Vlog Series. Today we're going to discuss figuring out how much a digital marketing channel is worth to your business. This is a fairly common issue to pop up for folks. They're trying to figure out what should I work on, what channel should I develop first, especially if you're a small solo entrepreneur or small business and you just don't quite know what you're supposed to be doing when it comes to online marketing. Now, this is where things can get a little hairy, trying to figure out which direction should I go. Everything looks the same to you. What we find it helps people do, helps clients, is we break down what's the likely value, how much revenue is this channel likely to bring to your company, and then focusing on the channels are going to bring you the most money the soonest, or at least the most money, and then working down from there. This tool right here doesn't really incorporate so we built a tool. We have a digital marketing channel calculator. So essentially the idea here is to break down different digital marketing channels, and say, what's the likely value to a company? What this doesn't incorporate is time. So things like SEO, it takes time. It depends on how competitive the marketplace is. With this tool, we actually provide a free link. A free copy of it is down below here, down in the article. You're welcome to use it, take it, put your own numbers in it, get it to work for your business to help you identify what channel makes the most sense for your business. So with that, key metrics you want to have in mind when using a calculator like this. Know what your average annual customer value is. Some people focus on, what's your lifetime value of a customer. Really, it's best to look at an annual side. Just a little easier and tends to be a little more financially viable for folks. So to find that out, easiest way to do it, annual revenue divided by the total number of customers or clients you've served that year. Simple. Find your monthly search volume and your target area. I say target area, if you only serve, say, in Knoxville, Tennessee, and only 25 miles around Knoxville, Tennessee, use a keyword planner, use Google Ads keyword planner, use keyword finder from Mangools, and only target within a 25-mile radius around Knoxville, or at least that general area where you're going to serve. You'll just get much better data from the search volume side. If you say national, it's going to have this much search volume, SEO is worth this much to us, or SEM is worth this much to us, that's a bit of a lie, because you don't really want to target somebody in Washington if you can't serve them. You might pick up search volume from them, but you're still not going to be able to serve them, so I won't recommend focusing on that. If you don't know what you're supposed to look for from a keyword side, like I don't know what keywords to look for, one thing I recommend, it's kind of a quick and dirty way to do it. Google the primary thing your business does, say if it's video production services, and figure who ranks the best currently for that keyword, and then grab your competitor's URL and dump it in Keyword Planner. Google add Keyword Planner in the keyword ideas side of it, and see what keywords pop up there, and it'll give you a general idea of the volume there. You can also pop it into SEMrush, pop your competitor in SEMrush, and see how much organic traffic they're getting. According to SEMrush, if they're ranking really well for your head term there, they more than likely are going to be they're going to rank pretty well across the board, and you have at least a pretty good idea of how much search volume there is for that keyword, or at least keywords surrounding what your business does. You also want to know your average cost per click. So if you don't have any history, again, use SEMrush. It's a handy way to say, what's this keyword really worth? Google Ads Keyword Planner will only give you a range, and that's the range of the top end. So that can range anywhere from it's $4 to $50 sometimes. It's like, I don't know what to say. If you've never run an ad on there, I recommend SEMrush. They just give you the average of what the keywords have cost. So pretty handy there. And then you want to look at your average cost per impression. This comes into play mostly for display advertising. So Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, setting those to cost per impression, that's usually done per 1,000 impressions. Is that cost basis you want to look at? That's just going to be a handy tool to understand, okay, what is the display channel worth for your business? Optional metrics, if you've got them. Have your conversion rates for your different digital channels. The conversion rate you're looking for here is your visitor to lead conversion rate. So say somebody hits your website then, from one of your digital channels, and how many of them turn into a lead, i.e. they give you their email address, or they call you, or they say, hey, call me, or they request a quote. They do something that you can engage with them after the fact, after they leave your website. If you can talk to them again and they've raised their hand and said, I'm interested in your business, that's a lead. So what's that percentage of visitors turn into leads for you? And then what percentage of your leads turn into customers? So how good are you at converting? If you get a lead, what percentage of those folks do you turn into a customer? Is it 5%, 10%, miraculously 50%, 100%? If you're doing 100%, give me a holler. I'm curious. And then also, what are your visitor to customer conversion rate? So some folks will just jump right from, the visit your website, and say if you sell e-commerce product, they'll jump right into being a customer, right? They never become a lead. They just say, yes, I want to buy from you. Or if you give them a way to say, hey, you can sign up right away, and somebody gives you $1 that day. Even if it's a service-based business, even a plumber, they can have a visitor to a customer. They don't need to turn them into a lead per se. They can just say, hey, they can order your service online maybe, or they just pick up the phone and say, I'd like your service today, period. That what I would say is more of a visitor to a customer conversion rate. Also, what is your average Google ad search-wise click-through rate? What's your average display advertising click-through rate? So just understand click-through rate. That's how many people see your ad and then click on it. Display is typically much lower. It's usually less than a percent, typically around like 0.5%. Whereas Google Ads search click-through rates, it depends. I think the average is 2.4, but if you're hitting it well, you're seeing up to 10, 15, 20% click-through rates. A lot of people don't click on ads, at least historically, but that's shifting now. As Google Ads are getting better, people are getting better about creating their Google Ads and understanding what the user intent is behind the keywords they're targeting. You're getting a higher click-through rate because if you're answering a customer's problem, but then you're also able to serve them and sell them, they're going to click. They're going to click more. With that display advertising, also know what your average cost per impression is. We talked about that a slide ago, but just kind of understand what that is. So let's put it all together. I'll give you one example here, and you can play with the tool and see what other channels are worth to you. But for today, quick and dirty, what's a Google Ads channel? So search, SEM, search engine marketing. What's that going to be worth to this example client? So let's say their average annual customer value is $2,500. So a customer to them is worth $2,500 a year. They might buy from multiple times. Maybe they buy from them 10 times. And each time it's $250, or maybe it's just a one-time project, but they get the average project is $2,500. Also, let's say they have an average search volume in their target area, 1,500 searches a month. And their average click-through rate on their digital ads, on their search engine marketing ad, is 3%. So not great, but a little technically above average. And their average cost per click is $4. So that would mean that they're getting about 75 monthly visitors. If they're getting 3%, say if they're targeting the entire search volume there, they're getting 3% of that 1,500. They're getting about 75 folks, and that's going to cost them $300. So let's keep that in mind. Now, on the other side of that coin, let's say they expect to turn 15% of those visitors into a lead. So if they're pushing to a squeeze page, hey, sign up for a free quote, or hey, here's a lead magnet sort of thing, get a ebook from us, give us your email address, and we can start talking to you outside of just the website, or hoping you come back through the social media or come back through search. Say they get 15% of their customers, or 15% of visitors there, so you're looking at 11.3 leads on a month. So 75 monthly visitors times 0.15, so 15%. That means they're getting about 11.5 leads a month. Let's say they have an average customer conversion rate of 2%. So let's say that 2% of all traffic that comes through that search engine marketing channel actually converts into a customer. They don't become a lead, they become a customer. They say, yep, I want to buy from you. So if you're getting 75 folks hitting them, and 2% of those folks turn directly into a customer, you're getting about 1.5 customers per month. So now we need to remember, okay, how often those leads turning into customers. So what's the lead to customer conversion rate? Let's assume it's a 5% conversion rate. So they had 11.3 leads that month, and then 5% of them turned into customers. So you're really looking at half a customer. In other words, about 6 customers a year they're going to get from that channel, from people who turn into leads that then turn into customers. So on average, they're going to get about 2.06 customers per month, or 2 customers a month they're going to get from search engine marketing. So if you figure on average, then it's about $150, $145 per customer they're going to get from that channel. That's a pretty good ROI in my opinion. So this seems like, if this shapes up for your business, I would advise this person, like, hey, you can, if there's more search volume they're not tapping into, or there's more keywords available they're not tapping into through search engine marketing, that's a good place to say, hey, this seems like it's worth it. Some of the numbers aren't great. It's a low click-through rate. It's a pretty good conversion rate. Could be better. but hey, it seems like this is taking really well. Your customers are worth $2,500 and you're only having to pay $145 for one, $150 for one. I would keep going at that. But see, you can break this all down with our calculator. We're breaking it down here. Here's this channel here. So search engine marketing, it's getting 75 people a month touching our company. It's costing us $300. The client's company, 15% conversion rate to leads, getting 11.25 leads, 11.3 leads. Express track conversion rate, that's saying how many people are turning from a visitor to a customer, not going to a lead. So again, here on average, so we can see, we break it down then to what's the average channel value per year. That little calculation then actually takes into account how much does each customer cost you, and then deducts that from the expected revenue you're going to get. So here it's, you're looking at 24-ish customers a year. So 20 times $2,500 minus, the $145 to acquire that customer. You're looking at about $60,000 that search engine marketing can have for this example client or this example company. Now they know, right? They can clearly say, okay, this is worth $60,000 to us. We're going to push on this. We want to develop this channel if they're not doing any search engine marketing. Now they have proof of like, hey, this should bring us another $60,000 a year. Push, right? So if you have any questions, if you're trying to figure out, hey, what's this channel worth to us? Or, hey, we know how much this channel's worth, but we don't know how to get started, or we don't have time to get started, or we want to have an expert do this, in other words, give us a holler here at Inato. This is what we do. We focus on SEO, but we also we run great search engine marketing campaigns. We run display advertising for folks. Basically, all the things you touch into digital marketing, we can help either shepherd you there as a consultant or take it over for you and do it for you. Give you a fully done-for-you marketing, done-for-you digital marketing. My name's Frank. I'm the founder of Inato. You can email me directly anytime, frank@inato.com. Give us a call, 865-999-1010. And looking forward to help you out. And stay tuned for the next in our vlog series. Have a good one. Thanks.